we also need to learn a lesson. Let us honor our heroes while they are alive. You may just be prolonging their lives by doing that. But once again, rest in peace, Yomi Peters, and may your labor for football never be in vain. All right, let's come on to something else, CC. And Nigeria will not be there. We talked about it yesterday at the 2015 Africa Cup of Nations in Equatorial Guinea. We will not be there, but some Nigerians will be there, and we highlighted those Nigerians there. Yesterday, NFF President Amaju Pinnick, Paul Basi, Aisha Falode, Emeka Inyama, Samson Adamu will be there for Nigeria in different capacities. But let's not talk about issues outside of the football pitch. Let's talk about the football now itself. Nigeria won't be there, but today CAF unveiled the match ball and the name, Mahaba. Mahaba.
It is a funny name.
Mahaba, that's the name.
Mahaba, at least we had Jabulani before now. So
Jabulani was World Cup. Jabulani was World Cup. Brazuka was World Cup. But this is interesting. Mahaba.
I think it's an interesting name, and the Guineans, I think they actually have a reason for bringing up this name, because we have the blue and the gold coloring, and because when you look at the ball, according to CAF, they said they had to do it in a way that it suits the tournament, especially when they're playing whatever pitch they're playing on. It suits the tournament so well. That's the reason it was really designed like this. It's just a pity that Nigerians will not, that the Super Eagles will not get to kick this ball and actually have a feel of how it is. They'll definitely not have that. Well, it's a good one for CAF, the official match ball for the 2015 AFCON.
Mahaba, Oye. No Mahaba for Eagles.
No, I even mistook it for Maraba.
Maraba is
suburb in Abuja. Before you said,
and there's also Maraba in Kwara. There's Maraba everywhere.
Before you said Mahaba. In addition to what Sisi said, CAF said the gold and blue coloring represent the contrasting landscape in Africa. You know, the Sahara Desert to the Atlantic Ocean and the Indian Ocean. It's trying to capture...
All these things are symbolic. They don't just produce match balls for the sake of
and they are also similar in features to the balls used at the last World Cup and the UEFA Champions League. I think it's just the color that is different, you know, but the features the technology are almost the same, because the same company that manufactures this ball. So we are just hoping that the ball will also aid the quality of football in Equatorial Guinea, because this is the flagship tournament for Africa, and this is the best, you know, bringing the best of our best players on the continent to a particular football tournament. So we hope that the best team, even though Nigeria is not going there, we'll pray for that the best team, that the best players should win that tournament.
And I remember that one of the things we talked about, I mean, in the wake of the fact that Equatorial Guinea were brought in at the last minute when Morocco pulled out, and now Nigeria is not there. One of the things we've talked about is the quality of the competition in terms of organization. And we hope that also the quality of the football will do justice to it, because these are the things that people will talk about when the tournament begins and when it ends. The quality of the football, the quality of the organization. At short notice, I hope CAF is still able to pull this off.
Well, the quality of football will not be in doubt. If you have seen Senegal, Cameroon, Cote d'Ivoire, but the huge task for CAF and the host nation, Equatorial Guinea, is going to be
organization,
particularly hotel accommodation, because we learned that you know, it's going to be a serious issue. The last time they co-hosted with Gabon, it was a big problem. You know, so we hope that between now and when the tournament kicks off, they would have put certain things into place. Then the two cities that hosted when they co-hosted was Bata and Malabo. So we don't know the level of you know, facilities in the two other cities. We just hope that you know, that everything will be in place before the tournament starts.
All right, so that's it. CAF have unveiled the match balls, but let's hear from you. What do you feel about all of it? I am sure Nigerians, now that the Eagles are not going to be there, you may not really be keen about whatever goes around Equatorial Guinea, but for the sake of African football, show interest in the Nations Cup. But tell us what you feel. We've talked about Yomi Peter, we've talked about the match ball for the 2015 Africa Cup of Nations, and we've also highlighted the fact that we will be speaking about Bayelsa United, about the women, the FIFA Women's World Cup. Give us your own opinion to these issues that we've raised already on the program, and take advantage of our platforms shown on your screen: Facebook, Channels iPhone Sports, Twitter at Channels_Sports, at Tony Bitoye. Those handles are active. and we will make them as interactive as possible on the program tonight. So please talk to us around all of these issues that we've already raised on the program tonight, and we will be able to take your comments real time as we go on Sports Tonight this Wednesday. All right, it's time for us to go on a quick break. When we return from the break, we will be talking about the FIFA Women's World Cup that will be taking place next year in Canada. What's the story around it? We will also be talking about the Super Falcons and the Nigeria Women League that came to a close today. All that and more after this time out. All right, thank you for staying with us. It's time for us to move on now very quickly and spend some time to talk about our women. And Sisi, the World Cup for women is supposed to have a lot of glamour, like the men.
Definitely.
It doesn't compare.
Okay, it doesn't compare. But at least what we're going to be having in Canada might even be really, really great. Because right now, for the first time, you're going to be having about 24 teams participating. Before it used to be 16. Even in the one of last, the one in Germany, the last tournament, it was 16 teams that participated. Now you have 8 more. So countries like Switzerland qualified for the tournament. So you're going to be having a whole lot of, you know, it's going to be more glamorous than you've ever seen. Because according to the organizers, the Canadians, they're saying that the draws will definitely be held in the Canadian Museum of History. So judging from that angle, they're going to bring in some of the biggest stars in Canada to actually, you know, open the draw. And you'll be having some of the biggest stars also in women's football. In women's football, Christine Sinclair, that's the 3rd highest goal scorer in the history of the women's game. She will be the one that will also be in the draw. And there's actually a 15-year-old girl, Cara Lang. She actually made her international debut with the Canadian national team at the age of 15, the youngest player ever. She also will be part of the draw. Of course, Jerome Barker will be there to preside over it. The draw will be held next week, Saturday. Of course, in Canada, that's the draw, December 6th, exactly, the draw for the ceremony. And after the draw, that's when the countdown will begin. It's going to be across about 6 different states. 6 different states. You have Ottawa, you have Moncton, you have Montreal, Winnipeg, Edmonton, and Vancouver. About 6. So
the fact that this